Greetings, beautiful ones. Sonya from Empowered Sovereign, and this is the Great Awakening 2025. Yes, we are every single day learning more, growing, expanding, and connecting because this Great Awakening is nudging us to see ourselves. It is helping us to realize that we are the universe. We are that universal force that makes it possible for you, me, and every single life force to exist. So think about that for a minute, that you are the universe. Okay? And as you think about that right now, it brings me to discuss that every little argument, quarrel, that's it, is very insignificant when you know that you're the universe. Okay? So, by you knowing that you are the universe, this is tapping you in to an expanded part of you. We are expansion. We are awareness. We are consciousness. And we have always known that, but because of the spell of conditioning, we have been unavailable. Yes, we haven't been available because we have believed certain things that kept us away from ourselves. It's like a diversion route that we all been taking, like a third person party where there should not have been a third person. It's the source and it's you. That's it, no third person. So, because of that, dear ones, of this massive awakening, we are being able to actually see that we are nature. We are the fire, the earth, the wind, the ether, the water. We are the elements. And when you can connect with that, you have to pause, of course. You have to breathe. You have to visualize and allow for our own essence to be centered in that knowing. Yes, beautiful ones, we are all interconnected in this metropolis, the highway of information, of codes and messages, of ancient dialect, light codes, sacred geometry. All of this that I am speaking of is us. There's no limitation and has never been any limitation because we are infinite. Okay? So, just right now, dear ones, let's close our eyes. Let's breathe in our life force. Let's exhale out through our mouth. Let's inhale our life force. And let's exhale out through our mouth, releasing any anxiety, releasing all that does not serve us, bringing in harmony. Let's breathe in one more time, filling up your lungs, exhaling out. Let's breathe in one more time, And then exhale out. Giving thanks for this present moment, receiving information to help you stay centered, stay aware of who you are, feeling the beautiful essence, the warmth, the love, nurturing that makes it possible for you, for me, and for everyone to exist. We are feeling the beautiful essence of life. Life is a beautiful display of us seeing ourselves, feeling ourselves, and knowing who we are in every moment. Beautiful ones. Yes, yes. So we give thanks for this space, for this gathering, so we can receive the information, the codes, the keys, and to reactivate the information that is already within us. Yes, for the highest good of all. So it is, thy will is done. Yes, beautiful ones, we are experiencing the great awakening. Yes, of 2025. We no longer make excuses. We no longer shrink. We no longer hide. Yeah, that was the spell of conditioning, of us not seeing ourselves, not wanting to see ourselves. But because we are awakening in this space right now, it is helping every soul to see its own beauty. Yes, beautiful one. So, this time of awakening, we are able to key in to more of the details. We are able to understand why the people are in our lives. We are able to understand more. We are bringing in peace and tranquility, knowing that all is well. And as we continue to breathe, because we are the breath, we are bringing in coherence. Yes. So when we do these things, we are elevating the whole. We are elevating the planet because more people are awakening. More people are being conscious and aware. Right now, just think for a second, the people in your life, the things that you do during the day, are these things that you love? Are these things that you enjoy? And if not, it is time to get your journal and to journal. Why doesn't these things bring you joy? Okay? We are keying in to what is going on in our life right now. So you jot down whatever you do every single day. And if it doesn't bring you joy, you journal, why doesn't it bring you joy? And what can I do to change it? And why am I there in the first place? Because you're there for a reason. Everything has a purpose. Okay? So you may be there helping others because, dear ones, this is what we do. We are mirrors of one another, and we do help one another. Even when you don't know you're helping another person, you're helping another person by your essence, by you just being. So, as I just said, if you are in a space and you're not enjoying it, you need to jot that down. Why aren't you enjoying this time and space? this activity, this work that you're doing, if it is work, why aren't you enjoying it? Because right now, you can change that. You can change your perception about whatever it is that you do. Because what did I just say? You're there for a reason. Most of the reasons, dear ones, is to grow. Is to grow, is to heal, and to move forward. So I don't know what it is that you do, but as I just said, we jot it down, bring attention. If it's a place that you do not need to be in any longer, then guess what? Because you're making a space right now, you are taking these steps consciously to make a change, if a change is needed. Okay? But let's back up a little further and write down, what do you think of yourself at this moment? Who are you at this moment? Because again, we take on many personas, dear ones. We have many characters that we play on the stage of life. Yes, life is a stage, okay? And every one of us have the spotlight on us, okay? You are the main character in your own movie, individually. Collectively, you are a part of the cast of life. Okay. Yes, this is what is really happening, because this life is a 3D simulation. This simulation is teaching us, it's realigning us, it's helping us to rewrite the narrative of our own story, because your story is the greatest story. Okay, did you know that? Your story is the greatest story. So once you know that, as you jot down in journal, what do you think of yourself? Okay, whatever you're doing in your life right now, if it doesn't bring you joy, I said to write down, why doesn't it bring you joy? Okay, we are keying in to ourselves, because we never do key into ourselves. We usually look outside of ourselves, right? And we admire other people, which is okay, because that is how we do get inspiration, through other people. But in this space right now, because we are going through massive transformation, every soul on the planet, we are keying into ourselves. So after this transmission session, because it is a transmission, take 5 or 10 minutes to be alone by yourself. Turn off your electronics. Bring your hands to heart center. This is God's hole. And make sure your thumbs are touching your heart center. And then you can tilt your head down some and just breathe regular. And just stay like this. I would say for 5 minutes, if you could stay for 10 minutes, and just breathe and allow whatever comes to the surface. When you do this, we are bringing in harmony, because this hand, which I know this is going to be the opposite on the video, this is our divine feminine energy. This is our Ida, the Ida channel, that brings the intuitive, cooling, magnetism, receptive. This is our moon energy. And then our right hand is our action, our heat, our sun, our masculine energy. This is the protective part of us. Okay. So when we bring it together, because we are both, every life force is both, dear ones. Remember that everything has gender. We bring our divine feminine, divine masculine. That's the sun and moon, the yin and yang together. That brings in wholeness. Okay. And then we bring it down to our heart because it is at the heart center where everything comes together, where everything meets. Everything comes through the heart. This is why you see monks and many other people, they put their hand in a prayer position. This is Gazo. You tilt your head down because you are honoring yourself. You are honoring the universal part of you and the finite part of you, which is the human being, because we are both. And we just breathe because we are the breath as well. And you sit in silence. So do this after this transmission. See what comes up for you because you are bringing in harmony, because we are harmony, dear ones. So when there's nothing going on, and it doesn't supposed to be anything going on, but if your mind is very busy trying to tell you to get up and go do this and go do that, just know that's the spell of conditioning, because we have been conditioned to do 10 things, to be busy, to not see ourselves, to not do this. Okay. We have been conditioned not to do this right here, because when you do this, as I said, it's bringing in harmony. It's helping you to focus your energy to you. It's helping you to get intuitive information. So the more that you do this, the better you will get. It's just like going to a gym. When you go to the gym, we strengthen our muscles. So the more that you bring in the stillness within yourself to feel yourself and to receive intuitive guidance, bringing it into the heart. The heart is where everything comes together, and you take it from there. And whatever you receive, jot it down by journaling and take it one day at a time. And you're on your way. And that is the foundation. Yes, that is the foundation. By at least acknowledging your presence, okay? You are acknowledging you. You're not acknowledging anything else but you, because you are the one that is having this life journey. And if we exclude ourselves and keep reaching outside for validation from other people, right? From the systems in place that tell all of us that we have to do such and such things to feel better, to achieve greatness, then that right there takes us away from us. So do that after this transmission, as I just said, and see whatever you get. Okay. And I would suggest to do it every day. The more that you do it, the stronger your foundation is. And on my site, I have a Foundation One Essential that takes you through all of the steps. This is the foundation for us to connect with us. And it's very simple, okay? Everything that I share is simple, but we miss these simple things, okay? We really do. We miss the simple things. We make things more complicated, because I know I have made many things in my life complicated. But this is the foundation, as I said, and it helps you With this foundation one essential, it helps you to be grounded. That's another major thing. We have to be grounded, because if we're not grounded with roots of integrity, with roots of joy and love, then we will always be carried away in other people's scenarios, their stories, their dramas. Okay? So, yes, if you want to become better at meditating and just learning the basics, I will place a link, or you can go right on my website, Empowered Sovereign. I have a foundational one essential. It's the foundation, helping you to meditate, teaching you the basics. And as I said, this is a simple thing. Basically you're closing your eyes and you're doing this, but because of the spell of conditioning, it's very hard for most to meditate, especially if you have not done it ever. So yeah, it can be very difficult. And as a matter of fact, it will be difficult if you have a busy mind. So that foundation one essential is going to help you slow down, help you to be disciplined, okay? Dedicate yourself to the practice. It's a practice, okay? And it's going to teach you about some of the archangels. It's just going to teach you and help you to be familiar with the basic form of meditating and honoring. This is a major part, honoring yourself. Yes, you are honoring who you are by doing this. If you don't do it, you're not honoring yourself. That means you are being taken away to another scenario, and you're allowing yourself to be like sucked back into that matrix, doing whatever you probably been doing. So the great awakening means that we have the courage to change the narrative of our lives. So if it requires doing a new practice of meditation, then I would suggest to do it, because it's not going to hurt you. As a matter of fact, it's going to help you, because you're connecting with you. Remember that. You are the main focus. You are the main ingredient. You are the key to everything in life. So if we do not dedicate a practice to help us slow down and key into our own essence, then we will always feel like something is missing, because something is missing, because you are not keying into that divine feminine, bringing it into union with your divine masculine. Okay, that is what it is, dear ones. You probably never looked at it in that way, and this is why I do what I do. I share with people the basic fundamentals to help you align with you, because you are the greatest essence, the greatest gift, the key, right? You're all of it. But because of the spell has kept us all away from ourselves. And yes, we all get little glimpses, but then we go back to the conditioning. And I have shared, many people allow the conditioning to run their entire life, and then they're miserable. Okay? So add this after you finish watching this transmission. Make space for you to dedicate yourself. Yes, this is where it starts. And you will be surprised. You will. If you make the space to do a meditation practice, you are going to open up a brand new world that you have never seen. Or maybe you have seen part of it. But I'm just sharing that right there is the foundation. And we have to have a foundation for everything in life. Okay? Because you're the greatest. Yeah. Everything about you is great. Everything about you, I'm going to change that word. Everything about you is divine. Okay? Yes. Everything about you is divine. But we don't believe that, right? No, we don't. So believe it today. Start believing that. Start believing that you are a divine essence. You wouldn't exist if you weren't. You see what I'm saying? Okay? And that goes for everybody. We are all the children of this earth, learning every single day from one another, from our experiences. And in this Great Awakening 2025, right now, I'm sharing with people the foundation of meditation, the importance of meditation, because the importance is lining you up with you. You're not running to another person, you are connecting with you. Okay. So I'm emphasizing that because that's what it's about. It's about us connecting with ourselves so we can change the narrative, so we can align and be our true, authentic selves. Because when we are becoming our true, authentic selves, we are helping every person by being that. Understand what I'm saying? When we can be that, we change the world. Okay? So there's no arguing, there's no fighting, there's no wars and killing, all this stuff that we have seen throughout the eons and eons of time. We are in an era right now of peace. Now, as I say that, there may be things happening in the world that does not display peace, but all of that is being faded out. Yeah, because it cycles. Yeah. Our earth, our universe, and even ourselves, we all go through cycles. Yes. We go through seasons, we go through cycles, we go through, as you see every day, we go through day and night cycles, right? We go through a 30-day moon cycle, right? We go through an everyday sun cycle of the sun rising to give every life force life, right? So I'm telling you, dear ones, everything is a divine orchestration. And the more that we key into ourselves, the more that we learn that we are more than the body, that we are the universe. Yes, the universe lives within us. And when you know that and start making the space to really align to that, you are going to open up to your own divinity. And on that note, dear ones, I am going to end this session. So may love, may light, and may my infinite love shine to you throughout infinity. Take care, beautiful ones. Take care.